housing market is what got us into the economic downturn, and it's going to have to be the housing market that's going to have to help pull us out. There's no question about that. One of the benefits that I really think that we have in Mississippi is the fact that we may not feel the highs as much as some other markets feel the highs, but we don't see the lows as much as they do either. And so we can sort of weather storms a little bit better than some other markets might be able to. So we have a little bit more stability. I would tell you personally, I do think that when I look around, let's just say in the Jackson market, I see a lot of residential building going on. I see a lot of builders that are putting up spec homes, and I don't think they would be doing that if there wasn't a market for it. Speaking personally, I look through my neighborhood and I see houses being built and I see people moving into them, and that's a good sign. I think we benefit from the fact that we don't feel the highs and lows as much in our markets as some others do in the Florida markets or as examples. But I think we're going to see positives in the housing market this year. You look at what went on, the examples you used, or in the Florida market, certain markets in Florida, the Atlanta market was certainly overbuilt. The Carolina coast, all of those markets, saw significant explosion in growth, but then obviously saw the reverse of it very quickly. And while we need to grow, and we need to grow in that home builder market, we've got to be smarter, both from an industry standpoint, but I think we've also got to be smarter from a consumer standpoint, from a builder standpoint, that it's got to use a little more common sense to the approach of it.
So you'd say that my condo in Florida, which at one point was about 50% of the value that I paid for it, you think that's going to reverse itself?
I don't know if it's going to revert. I don't know if it's going to reverse itself, but we can't. I don't think we can approach those as instant money making opportunities that we might have at one time. What you may see with condos is that people go back into buying condos because they want to be on the beach, and that's a long-term investment for them, not a 12-month flip and make a 50% profit on it. We're still seeing, not only at the company level but at the industry level, record number of refinances. But we are starting to see it pick up on the purchase side. And now, whether you want to point to things that you mentioned or the fact that we're past the election, and I think that piece of it, leading up to the election, I think everything was kind of placed on hold just until people came in with some uncertainty. Now that the election's passed, everybody knows what we've got for the next 4 years, and so let's start making decisions again. Let's, from a business standpoint, let's make that decision whether or not we want to go ahead and invest in some expansion. If we're a consumer, let's go ahead and make the decision whether or not we want to go ahead now and take advantage of these low rates and buy a larger home when we have the opportunity.